Over time, I've been building my castle of love just for two. Though you never knew you were my reason. I always tell my wife our house, our little moat, financial moat that we dug around it, that is our castle of love. Little Stevie Wonder for you there. And I remember what got me back into that song was like a Michael Jordan commercial. Look that up on YouTube. See if you can find that. I need to watch that. As soon as I'm off this video, I'm going to watch that. Another Michael Jordan video, probably my favorite Michael Jordan commercial of all time, is what is it called? It starts, I can see like the Carolina Blue locker. Maybe It's My Fault. Look that up on the YouTube. Put in Michael Jordan, Nike, Maybe It's My Fault, and just sit back and relax. A little under the weather today, and yesterday was even worse, but I've turned the corner, and that's all you really want when you're sick is you want to turn the corner to know this time I'm not going to die. So Saturday went to the Kiss concert, and poor Kid 3, he was feeling so bad. He was so sick, but he trooped his way through like the trooper he is and does not regret it for one bit, but I regret it because then he made me sick in the meantime. So I've turned the corner after a rough day yesterday, so feeling much better. But if I sound a little nasally, if I have to clear my throat a number of times, please disregard. So let's take a look where we're at today. We are up today, even though we're taking on the chin currently on oil. We'll talk about that in a minute because in the morning, I was like doing backspins and popping and locking. Remember the old breakdancing days? Because oil was basically doing exactly what we wanted it to do. And this is where market sentiment is just so mind boggling, is then OPEC Plus basically announced that they're going to cut production even further. And what does the market do? What should it have done, Bart? It should have went up even higher, right? That would have been my novice scenario, my novice view on supply and demand, but it has gone down. It's gone downtown to Chinatown. So maybe, just maybe, within the conversation there, the reason that they're going to make further cuts is because they feel that in 2024 demand will be lower because of potential recessions around the world, including the biggest oil consuming countries like United States and China. But I don't know. We'll look at it, and I've got a scenario that is still going to make you feel good overall, even though today oil is not making you feel good, is it? So let's see what we got going on. AbbVie actually under pressure, which is good. Under pressure. We got AbbVie up today 2.33%, currently sitting at 141.73. It's nice to see a little life in AbbVie. They're buying some company. You figure typically what happens in that scenario is shareholders feel that they overpaid for whatever asset they're buying, so their share price goes down on the day of the announcement. So obviously the market feels that whatever AbbVie is buying, that they got a good deal. So share price is going up today, which makes me feel very nice. So we should be in a strong position. In fact, we may roll that today because we would want to roll it out and up. In fact, we already rolled out and up. So here's, in case you missed the trades I made on Monday, ExxonMobil call 106, AGQ, which is a 2x silver, sold the call on that at 31, Coca-Cola 59, Pepsi 172.50, and VF Corp. And I'm basically selling VF Corp just to squeeze a little bit more out of that with regard to premium and dividends before I sell it to capture the loss for tax loss harvesting on that company that just basically made my butt stink from the time I got involved. Yesterday, I only made one trade. It was EOG, me and Stacy both. She made that trade in her account as well. We sold the 122 puts, 5 contracts for next week to begin the money tree trade on EOG to try to capture both the special and the fixed dividends. And as of this morning, I was like, no way that's going to get filled, or no way I'm going to be assigned on that. But now the tide has turned. Currently EOG trading at 122.38, so I can very well be assigned there, and I'm not concerned. So collected $675 for that. Today rolled Boys in the Hood out 1 week, collected a measly $35, but $35 more than I had. And then we did roll Target. Our current plan on Target is, imagine if you can roll it every single week, increase it by $1 each time, and make dollar bills. And that's what we've done for 3 consecutive weeks, because our first trade was 130, then we went to 131, then 132, and then today just rolled it up and out to 133 and got paid to do so. So very nice on that. AbbVie, let's take a look at what that would do if we rolled this position out and up. Even if we just looked for 1 week, we don't have an ex-dividend date to concern ourselves with until mid-January. So we got the 142. We can go to 143. We can go as high as 144. Look at these percent changes in those since AbbVie turned the corner today, because they were down this morning. They went from down to up, which created a 308% positive change to the 143 call. I'd be comfortable at 143 and collecting $273. Yes, indeed. In fact, we'll put it on the board because it's saying there's a low opportunity to fill. Let's go back. Let's put in an actual number so it stays there. You want to try for the 39 and just leave it? Let's try for 39 for now and leave it on the covered roll, and then we'll come back to that if we have to later in the day, depending on what AbbVie is doing. So we got that possibly on the board. So that would mean our oil trades are doing just fine because they're calls. So CVX 146 calls at 93% profit. Gilead is up today. Gilead has ex-dividend date on the 14th, so we'll have to be mindful of that. I would roll that for a week just to catch any action. I don't know if I can get any action at 79, even though they are up today. But I would probably take anything because I would consider it a free money. Yeah. I mean, let's see if this goes positive. Right now, this number's down 47% as far as the premium is concerned on rolling that. I could roll it into ex-dividend. It would be a day after ex-dividend and collect a few bucks. And then we could always protect it or let it be called away. So I still want that dividend. I still want that premium. Let's go ahead and roll this now. See if we can't put a few bucks in the pocket. 20's saying that it's a low probability of filling, but we'll put it on the board anyways and then come back to it if need be. Okay, back to the big board. So UCO, we got, that's 2 times oil, 24 to go. Did something fill? Yep, it sure did. It filled right there. And did we get more than we asked for? Where are you at? Where's my notification? We'll check on that in a second. And we have the $24 puts on the UCO. Still doing just fine because right now it is at 28.84. So it is down 5.37%. So you could say it's under pressure. And what they won't let me do is close it for the 1 cent because I tried that and it's asking for a minimum of 5 cents. So right now at this moment, I'm going to roll the dice and take my chances on UCO. Valero is at 126. It's down today at 120.438, which is in the green. It's up 0.22%. But right now, our call is safe. I would like to keep Valero. I would like to actually roll it out for another buck or two. But we'll see how it does tomorrow, which will be a big day for us in oil, I believe. Because sometimes the market has to settle, digest what it just heard, and then it has its reaction, then its reaction, then its reaction. I'm sure you've seen that with regard to earnings. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. When $92 calls, are they green today? Up 0.5%, but only at 84.08. keep an eye on that. I don't want to have to roll that down again, but I might have to. And that's it. Oh no, ExxonMobil, 92% on the 106 calls. And what what would I do if I'm confident is I would close both the ExxonMobil and the Valero and the Chevron today if I feel tomorrow could give us a nice little reversal in oil, because I may be able to get away with just paying 2 cents on the 10 contracts, so paying $20 to do so. Yeah. Because right now the probability of it going from 102 to 106 in one day is low, right? That's why the buy to close price is so low, what's remaining on that contract. So let's see here. Let me see. So there's Gilead. Gilead, where are you at? So we did get $100 at 79. So we'll make a note of that. Where you at? Gilead. Roll call. 79. 12.15 on that for 100. AbbVie still on the board, looking for that to fill as well. We've gone back over the 1.78 mark today, which is nice. But let's get into a little action here. One, TLT. We were looking for it to get back under 90 before potentially entering a position, and it is down today, 0.83%. So we'll keep an eye on the TL and the T. S&P 500, I haven't addressed that, but I did. This was either yesterday or was it yesterday? I put these numbers on here. Yeah. So this is interesting. So where we're at right now, 45.44. Okay. And this is SPX, which of course basically mimics the S&P 500, which SPY would be right in there as well. And what I was counting was, if you look back to like November 10th lows, I was counting to see if we had 5 waves. All right. So we have one. This is how I counted them: 1 up, 2 down, long 3 up, short 4 down. And then I thought we could have put in the 5 already. All right. And it looks like it's possible that we've done so. Now, what does that mean as far as, is this a corrective pullback, which is what we would prefer to see? Because if we have just a corrective pullback in like an ABC, then we should and possibly could extend the 5 up out here. Okay, we hit basically 4,600, right? We were under it a bit, almost got that 4,600, which could have been pivotal as well. This could be just a corrective move, but right now what I would be looking at is like the first sign that a local top, which would this, then we would then consider this the local top. First sign that the local top will be in would be if the S&P or the SPX in this regard pulls back to 35 or 45.35, and it's on its way, right? Then from there, you know, we have to keep an eye. If it breaks the next resistance after that, as far as Fibonacci or Liberace is concerned, then we have to really keep an eye on things. Okay, so we could have a local high end. I thought, I had my fingers crossed, we were going to push just over like maybe 46.05, but it may not happen. We could have that local top in already, but we'll see. Now let's use that same idea for USO and see what's up. So here is what we were looking at all along on USO, right? We are looking at this, which would have been November, was it 16th? November 16th. So that was like a Thursday, I believe. We were looking at that as the 5, the 5th of the impulsive wave down. So 5th down. That's what we were looking at. At least that's what I was looking at. Now, in the meantime, today was acting just like it should have acted. It went all the way up to 74, maybe a little bit over 74 today. And if you recall, we were looking to take out that 73. So we did that, but then it turned on a dime it was like did a head fake and started heading downtown to Chinatown. Now, what we have to keep in mind on is two very important things. One is 69. 69 should be a nice resistance point that we're still meandering sideways. If it gets to 69 but then bounces back up, we would still then be looking to confirm that above 73, and now in this case above 74. We would now want to see above 74 since we did hit that. I'll have to check, because this is showing me that it was 73.64-ish. I swear it got up to 74, but we'll just for round numbers, we'll call it 74. So if it gets down to 69 but then bounces, look for it to go back to 74, then we'll be like, very nice. But if it gets to 69 and then keeps heading south, and it would head south all the way through 67, then automatically that changes this 5, which was then a diagonal, right? This becomes a diagonal, which was just a corrective move, which would bring it to a lower low. So then we would be looking for under 67 to finish the extended 5. So say it went down to 65, right? It's $2 off of the 67. It would then end, according to Elliott wave theory, and then start making its way up. All right. So how long does that take? We have no idea. That's the problem with all of this, because we cannot actually predict the market. But what I'm looking for is a bounce off. I'm hoping we don't even get to 69. I'm hoping we get a bounce before the day's even over, right? Just to like, we had an emotional reaction and now we're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Oil's going to still be in demand. I mean, if you look at the oil numbers for Thanksgiving, all-time record travel day, both in flying and driving. So that doesn't tell me demand is down. No, very, very much so. It's up. So that is our thoughts on oil. We'll be watching it carefully today and tomorrow. If it begins to already make a move back towards green today, then I'm going to be feeling very nice. But if it continues to go lower and even breaches that 69 today, I'm going to be upset with you. Why me? Because you're the one that said it's going up. That's true. So again, not investment advice. Due diligence is on you. It really is. This is not even entertainment. I mean, this is just me talking into an inexpensive microphone using a free screen recording software, Vidyard, and sharing my thoughts on my novice trading that you've been experiencing for quite some time. So there we are. That's the update. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video.